Barakti Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakti Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, So Long, Jake. Lord will, you are edified. As you can see, video came from the platform of TikTok, and his 4 sons are in prison, but he is proud of them. Video will be used for our use, and the platform is TikTok Young Boss. As you can see, OG Percy explains why he doesn't visit, write, or send money to his 4 sons in prison.
Man, I can't join you. I can't join you.
I got 4 sons in prison. I didn't. Guess what? They work hard to get there.
Oh,
Yeah, I appreciate anything you do to work hard to get where you need to be. Yeah, you work hard to get there. Shit,
How they liking what they work for?
Hey, I don't know yet. I'll find out when they get here. One thing I don't do, I don't even write them.
Look,
Nigga, I don't send no money, none of that. Now, bro, that's all y'all what? Oh, no, don't call me from there. You ain't gonna lock me up with you. I ain't nicking no stamps or nothing. Oh, no, I ain't nicking no envelope, none of that. Cause, man, holler at me when you get home. I don't care what you think about me. You wasn't there, you didn't. Cause you did that. Nigga, you the one went down. I'm not going there now. I'm not stepping in them places no more. One thing about prison, when I left prison, guess what? I left prison in prison.
yeah.
I told myself never. And guess what? I meant that. I don't give a damn who it's for. Mama, I don't give a fuck who down there. Don't go.
4 sons. Oh man, I can't join you. I can't join you.
I got 4 sons in prison. I didn't. Guess what? They work hard to get there.
Oh.
Yeah, I appreciate anything you do to work hard to get where you need to be.
So, and more so, when I look at it in its entirety, okay, this is an example of hyperbole, okay, which is nothing but an exaggerated statement.
Yeah, you work hard to get there. Shit,
how they liking what they work for?
Hey, I don't know yet. I'll find out when they get here. One thing I don't do, I don't even write them.
Look,
Nigga, I don't send no money, none of that. Now, bro, that's all y'all what? Oh, no, don't call me from there. You ain't gonna lock me up with you. I ain't nicking no stamps or nothing. Oh, no, I ain't nicking no envelope, none of that. Cause, man, holler at me when you get home. I don't care what you think about me. You wasn't there, you didn't. Cause you did that. Nigga, you the one went down. I'm not going there now. I'm not.
But regardless of the fact, okay, you were their prime example.
Stepping in them places no more. One thing about prison, when I left prison.
All right, let's get into it. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 1. He that loves his son cause him often to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. Okay, and at the end of the day, it's all about having a productive son, okay? Showing him how to be a man, okay? Period. And so when you go back
Guess what?
into this video, his sons had him for the example. So although he may be so-called reformed, right? But at the end of the day, the impression he left on his sons. And as a result, they became what? Criminals, where all 4 of them are in prison. He that chastises his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. Right. Because he gave him discipline. He taught him how to be responsible and to be accountable. He showed him how to be a man. So as he continued to cultivate him and groom him into that ideal man, the end results, okay, are very promising. Verse 3, he that teach his son grieves the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father dies, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he has left one behind him that is like himself. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful, because he taught him the right way. However, in the case of OG Percy, think about it. He's not proud of his sons. And that's the reason why he's not willing to write or visit them, yet alone send them money. So he is extremely sorrowful. And more than likely, he holds himself accountable, because at the end of the day, you are the father. Verse 6, he left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends. He that makes too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled every cry. An horse not broken becomes headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. And it's very important that one watch over their children, okay? Teach them and watch what they're doing, who they're talking to, what kind of games they're playing, their grades in school, okay? Always observe your children. Conquer your child, and he shall make you afraid. Play with him, and he will bring you to heaviness. Laugh not with him, lest you have sorrow with him, and lest you gnash your teeth in the end. Because at the end of the day, you are the parent. You are the authoritarian. So therefore, you cannot be friends with your children, okay? It's all about order. Verse 11, give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies. Verse 12, bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient to you, and so bring sorrow to your heart. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to chastise your child, okay? And this starts as soon as they are walking and talking. Okay, you're supposed to correct them, because if you wait until 15, 16, 17, 12, it's over. It's fucking over. Chastise your son and hold him to labor, lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto you. Now let's read this, of course, in the GNT. And as you can see, bringing up children. A father who loves his son will whip him often, so that he can be proud of him later. If a son is disciplined, he will be of some use, and his father can boast of him to his friends, because he is a productive citizen. Anyone who gives good guidance to his son can not only take pride in him among his friends, but he can make his enemies jealous, right? Because at the end of the day, your son is living right. Your son is responsible, accountable, and guess what? Your enemies are envy of this. See, Esau loves to see this. 4 sons in prison that emulated the behavior of their father. And even Jake, right? You have Jake that is jealous, and at the same time frame, they will be envious because your children are doing better than theirs. While the father is alive, the sight of his son makes him happy, and when he dies, he has no regrets. He is not really dead because his son is like him. He has left someone to take vengeance on his enemies and to return the favor he owes his friends. And I think about how King David gave King Solomon instructions. But anyone who spoils his son will have to bandage his wounds. His heart will stop every time he hears a shout. An untamed horse is going to be stubborn, and an undisciplined son is no different. If you pamper your child and play with him, he will be a disappointment and a source of grief. Laugh with him now, and one day you will have to cry over him, grinding your teeth in regret. Don't give him freedom while he is young, and don't overlook what he does. Whip him while he is still a child, and make him respect your authority. If you don't, he will be stubborn and disobedient and cause you nothing but sorrow. And in the case of OG Percy, 4 sons in prison. So discipline your son and give him work to do, or else he will be an embarrassment to you. Okay? Embarrassment, Slakia. All right. Let's get one more. Proverbs 13 and 24. Those who spare the rod of discipline hate their children. Those who love their children care enough to discipline them. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the end result. Okay? And a son supposed to be taught on how a man behaves and the responsibility of being men, okay? And ultimately, all of this goes back to Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus said Yahweh, stand you in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, this truth, okay? And you can find this truth inside of the Holy Scriptures. All right. And ultimately, the paths, the old paths, goes into the laws, statutes, and the commandments, which are instructions on how us Israelites regulate our lifestyles while in this flesh on earth. Okay. Where is the good way? This is the good way. And walk therein, meaning what? Exercise the laws, statutes, and the commandments. And you shall find rest for your spirits. But they said, we will not walk therein. And 2/3 of our people located in the U.S. and, of course, the non-elect of our people outside of the U.S. Lord will, you are edified. Shalom.